Hi, this is Big Tony Ragu, and we're over here at Food Adventures of Big Tony Ragu, over here at First Fridays here in Venice, California. And we're talking now with one of the owners of the Kabob N Roll Mediterranean truck. We're going to talk with Wael here and hear a little bit about the inspiration behind his menu for this truck. Wael, how you doing tonight?
Good, Tony. How are you?
Crazy night, huh?
Yeah, very busy.
Well, let me ask you a little bit about your truck. You know, how did this Kabob N Roll, why Kabob N Roll as far as the name for the truck?
Kebab covers the entire Mediterranean, and I heard all the way deep into India. They all know the word kebab, and a lot of people eat it, so they know and recognize it right away.
Awesome. That's definitely a cool, you know, as far as talking about the food connection with people. Let me ask you a little bit about the menu. We've actually been to your truck a few times, tried your menu. Excellent, excellent food.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration for the menu itself, and then we're going to look at the food a little in a few moments.
I wanted to do authentic, delicious, healthy Mediterranean, the way it's made. Made over there, inspired by nature, grown, healthy, fresh, crisp. And I wanted it here the same way. No fusion, no combination of any two. Just as real as it could be, straight the way they have it in Mediterranean. And we get compliments from people who know exactly why they want it.
Very cool. I know you were talking earlier to me and you said your mom was a little involved. Tell me a little bit about that.
Ever since growing up, my mom would make dinner every night, and I'd ask my friends, do you want to eat over? And they'd say, yeah. I'd say, don't you want to know what you want to eat? And they'd say, no. If your mom's making it, it doesn't matter. And I've heard that for my whole life. I got to a point where I'd try other places and we'd go out, eat, and end up being not as good as eating at home. Come to now, where do we want to eat? Mother's Day, Father's Day, this, that. You know what? Let's have my mom make it.
So I think that's cool. So your mom's a big inspiration behind the food and the truck.
Big inspiration. I've always wanted to learn her recipes, and this was the easiest way to get into it. It took a long time, but I'm finally learning it all.
Very cool. Well, I can tell you, if it's any consolation of the times we've come to and how good the food is, your mom's a great cook.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and take a look at the food itself that we've tried actually, and why don't you go ahead and talk a little bit about the food here over in the front on the right-hand side here.
Okay. This is the traditional kebab. We season the chicken from start, cut it, prepare it, grill the vegetables to perfection, the seasonings from scratch, all on the truck. Same thing with the beef kebab. We mix it, we season it, we sample it, we go through it all. We do it just right. From start to finish, we hand press and hand cut through everything. Cheese rolls, 4 cheesy rolls,
right, with
Parmesan cheese and the basil pesto sauce are just out of this world. If you're gonna give in, this is what you should give into, and this is one of the fried items on the truck, and it's the least. If this is the least healthy thing on the truck, you're doing good.
You know, that's okay. Being Italian, I really like basil, so I really can appreciate the basil, you know, sausage dressing that you guys made.
It's good. It's a great combination to the 4 cheeses in there. The meat pies are a combination of ground beef, seasonings, a little bit of olives, a little bit of peas, a little bit of carrots, and it tastes great. Cooked, fried, come out just great. Finger food, perfect street food when you're walking back and forth, easy to go, and it tastes amazing.
Now, that particular item, I know you were telling me that your mom actually, that's her coin item that she makes. Maybe you should call it, you know, Mama's.
Mama's? Oh well, Rita's famous falafel is on the menu.
Okay.
And if we begin to put Mama's this and Mama's that, everything would be Mama's, and my dad might get a little upset that there's nothing top of.
Well, that's a tribute to your mom, so that's a good thing.
You're right. Maybe another thing will make the menu and balance it out a little bit.
Absolutely.
Tabbouleh she makes. She loves to make it. She cuts the parsley, the tomato, the seasonings, tastes it, samples it, brings it every time. Just it tastes like it was made 10 minutes ago.
Very cool. Yeah, that looks delicious.
The traditional, our traditional chicken plate, basmati rice, grilled vegetables, fresh baby greens with cucumber and lettuce, cucumber and tomatoes, balsamic vinaigrette, fresh made hummus on the truck. Takes a lot of time, a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, you can definitely taste that. Let me ask you about the chicken. What's the marinating process? How long do you do that?
The marinade is always overnight, and there's about 11 ingredients mixed on the truck. Cut it on the truck, prep it on the truck, season it, rub it, mix it, just right, sample it, cook one before, make sure it's perfect. The recipe is just right, and everybody who touches it makes it just right.
Very cool.
And then a good old-fashioned baby green lettuce mix with mandarin oranges, fresh tomatoes, cucumber, onion, fresh feta cheese, imported feta cheese.
So basically that's your vegan-friendly meal?
That's everything here can be vegan. All you gotta do is take out the meat item. Almost everything on our menu can be vegan, if not already vegetarian. It's just for the meat item that would keep it from being a vegan.
Ah, very cool. So let me ask you a little bit, you know, when we talked about your food, let me ask you a little bit more about, you know, what's going on as far as how people are, you know, taking, you know, as far as the food that you serve, how you know, the customers feel about the food truck itself. When you come by, they see your truck, they've been to your truck. How's the rapport been with people?
Before they even walk up to the truck, they already know what it is. Mediterranean food truck. It has the pictures of the hummus, the baba ganoush, the eggplant, the dolmas. It has a picture all the way around the truck of everything we have. By the time they come up, they've already figured out what we have. They've tasted it and actually went out of the way to come back and tell us that was the best falafel they've had in Los Angeles.
Very cool.
These dolmas are out of this world. And then I've been in a regular shirt, stood behind the scenes and looked at the truck and seen about writing things down in orders and heard people talk and they don't know who I am, and I've heard the best compliments I could possibly ever hear. And that's when I know things are real and sincere, is when you hear people talking off to the side and they don't know who you are.
Let me ask you, if people want to find you like on the web, you know, how would they find you if they want to follow the Kabob N Roll truck?
We kept that very simple. It's kabobnroll.com. Same thing with the Twitter, same with Facebook. Our phone number's all over the place.
Okay, so you can be found on Twitter as well. What about Facebook?
Twitter, Facebook, our own website, kabobnroll.com, kabobnroll at yahoo.com. It's all Kabob N Roll based. Once you go from there, you should be able to find it real easy.
All right, well, Wael, thank you very much for sharing with everyone today a little bit about your food truck, the concept of your food, and definitely your mom's recipes, which is, I think, awesome. I want to thank you very much for giving us a demonstration, a tasting of your food, which, by the way, folks out there, Kabob N Roll, check them out. They're a great Mediterranean truck. You're going to really enjoy the food. CYL, tell them Big Tony Ragu sent you over. And again, this is Big Tony Ragu from Food Adventures of Big Tony Ragu. And we're here at First Fridays here in Venice, California, talking with Wael at the Kabob N Roll truck.
Appreciate it, Tony. Thank you.
Chicken, do you feel better?